In every age, humans have searched for the same thing, a missing piece, a silent ache, a presence we feel before we even understand it. Tonight, we travel into one of the oldest and most unsettling explanations for this longing, a forgotten doctrine feared by the Church. Preserved by mystics, whispered by philosophers, the true origin of soulmates, not as romance, but as punishment. Some writers claimed that from birth to death, the human being is crucified on sex, not meaning lust, but division, a biological and spiritual limitation shaping every struggle and frustration. According to this view, the human condition, our conflicts, our search for connection, our sense of incompleteness comes from one primal fact: we are only half of what we once were. This idea appears in the strange myth retold by the philosopher Aristophanes. He said humanity was not always divided into male and female. Long ago, humans were double beings, two men together, two women together, or one being composed of both, man and woman. Each had two faces, 4 arms, 4 legs, and a power so great. The gods felt threatened. United, these beings attempted to climb the heavens, and that was their mistake. The gods passed judgment, not by killing them, but by something far more cruel, dividing them in half. Each perfect unity was torn apart. Each half was condemned to wander the world longing, searching, incomplete. Aristophanes wrote, "Each one of us is longing for the other half of our original nature." And so the great human hunger began. Mystical traditions later revisited this myth. Some esoteric interpretations of Genesis hinted that the creation of woman from man was just a faint echo of an even older story. A story of division after a mysterious fall. Psychological thinkers noted something similar, that the human being suffers from a fundamental inner split, and that sexuality reveals this unfinished conflict. Our emotional struggles are not random. They are echoes of a cosmic rupture we no longer remember. And so the search for the other half spread across history. Knights searching for their ladies. Poets longing for an unreachable muse. Every bond, every heartbreak, every attachment shaped not by the present, but by an ancient fracture, a wound beneath. All wounds, but this myth carries a warning. If humans were divided as punishment, then love is not proof of destiny, but proof of a wound. The longing for our missing half can lead to obsession, destructive passion, jealousy, torajiku ideajonsa, because when the search becomes desperate, we mistake reflections for truth and illusions for unity. And the more we search outside, the further we drift from the real quest, healing the division within ourselves. The ancient philosophers believed you cannot find the other half until you first stop running from your own. But the story does not end in darkness. For if humanity was truly divided, And if each soul carries the scar of an ancient separation, then every moment of genuine connection is an act of cosmic healing, and the gods, despite splitting us, left behind a secret mercy, the memory of unity, a quiet whisper that pulls us toward certain people, those who awaken forgotten parts of us. Some call it fate. Some call it resonance. Some call it recognition between two souls who have met before in the vast cycles of existence. On this way, a soulmate would remember us, that we were whole once, and that we can become whole again. Every true affection, every sincere bond, every act of love that defeats fear is a rebellion against the ancient punishment. A declaration that we may be broken, but not abandoned. For the seekers of soulmates, the myth leaves one final promise. What was once one may one day return to itself. And so, whether this myth is literal, symbolic, or half-forgotten truth, it survives because it speaks to something deep within us, the feeling that we are searching not for novelty, but for home, that somewhere on this earth walks a soul whose presence feels like memory. If you believe in soulmates, or if you are still searching, remember this. The journey is ancient, the longing is sacred, and the hope is real. Little child, if the stories of the unseen world speak to you, if ancient truths stir something forgotten inside your heart, then do not walk this path alone. Subscribe to this channel and continue the journey with us. More mysteries await you, and your footsteps are welcome here.